Alright, so I wasn't going to do a tutorial on this, but I got a comment on last video, I think it was, or 2 videos ago, whenever this comes out, suggesting to do a tutorial on this, so I've decided to do a tutorial on this, which is a random player pick of murder mystery style. So basically it picks a random person to be murderer, a different random person to be detective, and the rest are innocents. And it works. So I do not have 2 other accounts or whatever, to show you this in action that can record and all that. So instead I'm just not going to press the button or lever that should be there, and instead you're just going to have to believe me, because this does work properly. So basically you're just going to need this trick chain of commands really. So before, if you're making this a sort of server style, people could have already played a game of Murder Mission, this could be their second game, and in that case what you're going to have to do is, before this one here which starts tagging people with stuff, you want to remove all the tags that are relevant here basically. If you're doing a server, that would have to happen. So you'll have to remove everyone from the tag of murderer. Same with detective, innocent, and I've put selected here as well. You'll see why. And that's just all you're going to do. So the first command, tag at R, tag equals selected, adds murderer. So the reason tag is selected is because when people select to play murder mystery, you have to tag them with something which separates them from everyone else playing any other server minigames basically, because you can't have it like someone playing Egg Wars randomly gets given an iron sword and becomes murderer. That wouldn't work. So you've got to make sure that happens basically, if that makes sense. So that's going to tag a random person who has been selected, so who's playing murder mystery basically, with murderer. Second one, chain conditional always active. The rest of them are chain conditional always active. This one's kind of complicated. Tag at R, tag equals selected, comma, tag equals exclamation mark murderer, and detective. So this is going to tag someone with the tag selected without the tag, hence the exclamation mark, of murderer. It's going to give them the tag of detective. So from this to this, we got basically you're going to need 3 people to play this game, obviously, at the very least. So 1 innocent, 1 detective, 1 murderer. You probably want about 15 or 16 overall, because you want to have quite a few innocents. Third one, tag at A. At A this is, so this is not at R like it is there. This is at A. Tag at A. Tag equals selected, comma, tag equals exclamation mark murderer, comma, tag equals exclamation mark detective, and innocence. I'm just going to take the S off the end because I'm over here. No, over like here. Yeah, innocence. So that's going to take the rest of the people who aren't detective or murderer with innocent. And then you're going to start telling people what they are. So I would usually put this in a colour. What you'll do is search up section symbol on Google, on your search files, or copy and paste it. It's like a sort of like double twining S. I just haven't been bothered to search up for this. Title at A, tag equals murderer, title murderer. This is going to everyone who is murderer, it's going to say murderer on their screen basically. That's what it's going to do. And the same thing with detective, title at A, tag equals detective, title detective. Same with innocent, title at A, tag equals innocent, title innocent. Make sure you do at A for these, because just is easier and there are more than 1 innocence usually. And then you want to give at A, tag equals murderer, iron sword 1. The only problem with doing this, right, is that if they're holding slot 1, people will see, but you can just tell them don't hold slot 1, whatever, and give the detective a bow. And what you'll usually want to do after this is, I'm not really sure of ways to make it so detective only gets 1 shot every 10 seconds. Well, when they shoot, they get another arrow or whatever. I'm not sure exactly how to do that. Maybe somehow if you can't clear an arrow from the inventory, you wait a couple of seconds and give them 1. I'm not sure exactly, I haven't done that. But here, what you would want to do is give the murderer strength 255 true. So that basically, so forever they have strength 255 without the particles, so they can one-shot people. And same with detective, I'd say. And I don't think there's a way to make it so that when the detective kills someone who is an innocent, they die. I'm not sure exactly how to do that. Maybe, yeah, I'm not sure how to do that. But it works. It's quite weird, but it works. You can also use scoreboards to count how many innocents are left, depending. It's kind of complicated. I can make it's not very clean, obviously. You need kind of data packs, things like that. You need to make a proper server. Like Hive Murder Mystery is pretty good to be able to do this. But you can probably make an alright version of Murder Mystery just in your own world using commands, you know? You can randomly select a murder detective and innocent, so you can make the murderer able to kill people. You can test for it. Maybe you can make it so that innocents respawn up in this thing up here, right? So just set the spawn point up there, and it tags it, and it removes the tag of innocent from everyone who's up there in that radius. So basically, and then there's a command with test for innocence. If it finds no innocence, it will say the murderer won or whatever. I don't know. You can do things like that. But this is just a player picker. I can make a full kind of more complicated murder mystery like I have with the full death swap here. But yeah, it's your choice. Let me know whether you want to see that, and let me know whether you want to see any other tutorials. Let me know in the comments. I'd really appreciate suggestions, along with minigame ideas, things like that. I'm happy. I'd love to see any suggestions because I'm not very good with ideas. But yeah, if you did enjoy this, do be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe for more tutorials and gameplay videos mainly. Also, comment down below on other videos, as I said. Just check out the description. It's changed, like there's tons of links in there to different things that I'd really appreciate you checking out. And I'll see you in a couple days, I'd say, with another video. Peace.